Hello there, I'm Kate Miles from the Mind Body Reset, and I'm here today to talk to you about our Eat Less Biscuits challenge for April. Now, the problem with biscuits, as with many things, is that most people find it hard to eat them in moderation. So while the odd biscuit here and there might not seem too bad, they have a habit of suddenly becoming half a packet or worse, and that, in conjunction with crisps, dessert and chocolate, etc., adds up to a problem very quickly. So why is that a concern? Well, not only do biscuits contain calories that most of us don't need to top up with, they also contain wheat and sugar. And for those of you who have health concerns, these are the issue over and above whether or not your weight is as you would like it to be. And wheat is a carbohydrate and so is built from sugar, which in reality means that the amount of sugar you consume from just one biscuit really is far higher than you'd actually expect. But what's my beef with sugar? Well, sugar is a short-term energy kick provider, which is then sadly and swiftly followed by an energy slump. And it's this slump that's the real problem, because the slump encourages you to eat more sugar as a pick-me-up, especially as your brain is hardwired to take on board as many high-energy calories as possible, just in case you hit a famine one day, which of course is generally a very unlikely prospect for most of us. Also, sugar, and therefore biscuits, plus any other wheat-containing foods like pasta, bread, breakfast cereal, etc., all promote the production of inflammation in our bodies, and therein lies the extra big problem. Now, inflammation has its place in the early stages of healing after an injury, but when it's allowed to run wild in your system on a daily basis over a long period of time, it promotes all manner of ills. So if you have regular energy concerns, pain, or an inflammatory or autoimmune condition, then being aware of the role that diet plays in maintaining your inflammation levels is key, so rethinking your wheat and sugar intake would be worthwhile. As with everything though, if you want to stop, don't go cold turkey. Wean yourself off gradually so that you minimise any side effects and increase your chances of success. But are you someone who can eat a little of something as an occasional treat, or are you more of a once you pop you just can't stop individual? Now, if you are unusually immune to the call of the open biscuit packets and you are generally well, then by all means have the occasional indulgence. But if you know that once you start, that open packet will keep on calling to you, then you'll be much better off without those biscuits. So as you start to cut back, what might be a healthier alternative to biscuits? Try not to just replace them with another snack of concern. Allergies allowing you to be better off having some nuts or fruit instead, or even both together, such as an apple spread with natural peanut butter. Now, have you ever tried frozen grapes? They are absolutely divine. They taste like the most luxurious treat ever, yet have such a saintly air. If you are looking for a more biscuity alternative though, you could try oat cakes, flavoured rice cakes, vegetable crisps, unsweetened popcorn, a natural snack bar, or if you are feeling ambitious, then why not make your own keto biscuits? Now, I wouldn't recommend the keto diet in general, as it's just the Atkins by another name, but they certainly have some creative takes on all our favourite treats. They often use almond flour, but if that's difficult to get, then ground almonds are almost as fine. Coconut flour is also another option to consider. But don't fall into the trap of buying regular gluten-free flour too often. It's okay here and there, but it's highly processed, doesn't behave like normal flour, and still contains more carbohydrates than you'd expect. Now, you can use apple juice as a sweetener, or there is such a thing as sugar made from coconut. So still sugar, but less problematic. Don't go there with artificial sweeteners though, other than perhaps stevia, as they are highly processed and treated by the body as if they were sugar anyway. You can add a little salt for flavour, and vanilla essence is always an option, as well as fruit, nuts, seeds or dark chocolate to customise your biscuit experience. So, in the spirit of moderation, I encourage you to start with reducing your biscuit intake, top up with a few alternatives, and then ideally, as we move forward through the monthly challenges, don't put biscuits back into your diet as you start to cut out next month's point of concern. Try to use these challenges like a positive accumulator so that each month you maintain your existing implemented changes, and then carefully also start to erase the next item on my monthly challenge hit list, so that your health starts to gradually improve, and as a consequence, so that you start to notice a positive change in yourself. Thank you for watching. I hope you found that helpful. Goodbye.